The NVC Group has three aged care facilities. One is in Maxwell, one in Nambucca Heads, and one in Kempsey. It also has a community service in all three of those areas. It also has recently opened up some community care overseas in Malaysia, and we do have a college, NVC College, and we also have the medical centre. Maxwell Nursing Home actually opened 50 years ago. We had our 50th anniversary last year. With the increase in regulations across the aged care sector, there's obviously been an increase in the amount of documentation and data collection and information. Um, and that is so time consuming that, yeah, we do really need a lot of support in be able to extract information more efficiently. So yes, like you said, for the staff to be able to spend more time with the residents, providing the hands-on care rather than sitting, behind computers or, behind. So yeah, it is crucial.
QPS is saving time for you. It seems mainly in the area of the weights measurement.
Yes, definitely. Because it's very tedious to have to write every resident's weights records each month for the 3 months. Actually, it's 4 months that the Quality Aged Care Commission need the data. So it does take a lot of time. And yeah, it's data entry that sort of an administrative person could do. And we don't really want to take away, our registered nurses or care staff or people that could be utilized in different areas with their expertise sitting there just doing numbers or, rewriting information. So QPS has been very instrumental in with an integration to get that information just pulled out very efficiently. It's a very different field now with the amount of regulation and things you have to have in place in terms of documentation more so. Previously there was more bedside time, and now that's being, like the word would be compromised. So, having other industries that can help, um, other organizations that can help out with that information and documentation side is really a huge help.
And saving time is so important. And how do you find working with the personnel at QPS? How responsive have they been for you?
They're only a phone call away. I can ring and I'll always be able to speak to someone straight away, or if I email, they respond straight away. So they've been very supportive. Nothing's really an issue.
That's handy, especially when you sort of can get into a bit of a panic and you need someone at hand very quickly.
Yeah, it's often that last minute where, you're rushing towards a deadline and you just need some information, or you've got a question, and you can always, ring and get that information quickly and then continue on so you can get that deadline, get through with that deadline.
And the aged care sector is undergoing a lot of transformation at the moment. What do you think are some of the biggest issues facing the sector currently?
Oh, look, it's always a matter of getting enough staff and enough skilled staff. And that seems to be the issue at the moment. Um, where, yeah, we don't have enough people with the skills to be able to deliver the cares we need.
It's good that you're in the business of training people then, I suppose. You have good knowledge of what's required
Yes.
there.
Yep. And yeah, we can obviously give people a good start when they're starting off in the industry. And as well as supporting people that are, working with us, because we have got some educators, clinical education coordinators that work with us and constantly provide that education. But it's a constant because aged care also, it's not for everybody and people do come and go. So there is that turnover of staff and you are, constantly educating.
Is some of that due to burnout? It's I'd imagine some people that aren't really suited to it could find it stressful.
Yes. Yeah, stressful, um, other people have their own life stresses too. So working in a stressful job with your own stresses can tip you over the edge.
And how have you, just to be topical, how have you found the delay to the Aged Care Act being pushed back to November? Has that helped your organisation in any way, or has it been a little bit burdensome?
Yes, I feel it has helped. We There's a lot of work to do, and there always is. So yeah, it was a you know a breath of fresh air to just be able to breathe because I don't think um, that timeline we would have been able to have it all like done. So having that extra time and spend of less, um, and we're just constantly working towards it now.
Yeah, maybe it has. Some people are sort of complaining about different aspects of it, but I suppose having that little breather is
Yeah,
actually welcome to in a lot of ways.
yeah. I mean, I know you know there is a lot in those standards, and I think it's important that there are standards so that people do aspire to that standard. I mean, I'd like to go above and beyond, but if at least there is that one for all, yeah, that it's being achieved.